Hello and welcome to episode 8 of my trophy guide for Final Fantasy XVI. To begin this chapter, we will follow the story markers until we start the request letting off steam.
What way is the Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Ugh, I'm never drinking again.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips. Hugo Coco is dead.
Might need some help.
If I don't... Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
We now have to choose who to accompany us during the next section. This has no impact on gameplay whatsoever and only changes the cutscenes. After making your choice, we also want to craft the Enhancer +1 to increase our offense before fast traveling to the Dalimil Inn. This request only has us pick up some sand from a nearby shore. No combat or new mechanics at all, so I will see you after giving Otto the Stardust.
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Otto? Be safe. So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me. That should be enough for now. Let's see how Otto's getting on.
Next up we fast travel to the Jaw, as we can now take care of 3 more Notorious marks nearby. The first of which be 9 out of 32, the 9 of Knives.
Come on. Yeah! You deserve a rest.
This assassin-type enemy is similar to the previous ones in that he is quick and all over the place. He is generally open to attacks after rushing towards you or during his poison mist attack. He also gets one new move, Undermine, in which he burrows into the ground and shoots up from below you. This also briefly leaves him open afterwards. Follow me to the cattery after taking out this foe.
Those who kill for sport deserve no better. Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia. Don't get surrounded. All right. Be safe.
Here we find the notorious mark Grimalkin. Before taking it on, we first have to dispose of her pack, which are just regular trash mobs and can be taken care of quite easily with Ignition, Scarlet Cyclone and Upheaval. The fight against Grimalkin itself is fairly easy too, as it is basically just another Panther fight. It is fast, but has little health, so it should not pose a problem. Taking it out also unlocks the trophy Think Mark for defeating 10 notorious marks. Follow me across the fields of Korava to find target 11 out of 32.
And then there was one. Nice try. That wasn't too bad, was it, Torgor? Faster! Time to fight. Straight home now.
The Soul Stingers are literally just a bunch of trash mobs with slightly increased stats. They are a little annoying to take out since they are flying, but they don't even count as mini-bosses, so you can just pull them towards you with a Deadly Embrace. They do have one collective attack called Apipuncture, but this is not even anything noteworthy. After taking out this mark, we want to make for the nearby obelisk at the Crates of Dravozd, which we will use as a fast travel point later in episode 9.
Peace at last. Run like the wind.
Back at the hideaway, we follow the story markers until we obtain the request letting off steam 2.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures. If I don't come up...
This is why we unlocked the Cairnorvin Rivergate obelisk earlier, so fast travel there now and continue the story, which now has us take out another plague-type mini-boss. This works out exactly as our fight against Ahriman. It is open after casting the Doom explosions and after performing its eye laser.
Run like the wind. Time to fight. All right. Straight home now. Nice try. Titan!
Now hand in this completed request and then start the request letting off steam 3.
I think Mid might need some help.
If I don't... Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in. Thanks to Sid, the man who...
Here we again have to choose our companion for the next section. Choosing Tarja is faster by a few seconds, but the main difference is again their cutscenes, as we literally only have to go grocery shopping. Fast travel to Northreach and quickly take care of this request.
No. Where's Jill?
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled.
Hello?
Up! You'll not find a bruised pig.
Fresh cuts! Come and get them!
What can I interest you in today? Good day.
How the hell is anyone...
What do you want? Go on. Take it. That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
All anyone ever wants anymore is wool and grape. How am I supposed to make a living?
Finally, we can hand in this errand to be done with these silly requests. Report back to Mid afterwards and then check the reading table in your chambers.
I wonder how Harpocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Ugh, I'm never drinking.
Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
Thanks to Sid, the man. Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures.
He cracked the crystal too. You're joking.
We now want to read the letters titled About Blackthorn, A Bad Feeling, and Off the Record, and accept all corresponding side quests. We then run around the hideaway to progress all these side quests as much as we can before taking on a fourth side quest called Weird Science.
Ugh, I'm never drinking.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Think Mid might need some help.
Fast travel to the Dalimil Inn and enter the tavern to progress the side quest Blacksmith's Blues 2. Then progress it further by traveling to a nearby bandit hideout in the Valcroy Desert and take out all the bandits there. This also includes another brute miniboss.
Of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector. Ambrosia won't help me here. Let's go. Time to fight.
We've got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off!
Back in the Dalimil Inn, we now fast travel to Martha's Rest to progress the side quest Payback, by just talking to Martha. Afterwards we make for Sorrowwise, where we want to take out the antelopes to progress the side quest A Bone to Pick.
Ready, go? Run like the wind. Certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place. I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal?
Nearby we can take out our 12th out of 32 Notorious marks, Atlas. This is a very high level golem type boss. I recommend taking it slow here. While this is not a particularly dangerous boss, it can still deal a lot of damage if you are too careless or aggressive. It is always open for an ability after finishing its attack combos, which reach anywhere from 1 to 3 attacks in a row. It also gains the golden section move, after which it will always dash across the arena and use Saber Dance. This then leaves it open as well. After taking down this enemy, we fast travel to Lostwing. Here we can start another side quest called For Great Justice. Speak with a villager close to the southern exit to progress the quest and then take out the enemies in Laubert's Pass. Afterwards we can fast travel back to Lostwing to complete the quest. This is required to unlock another side quest later on.
Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I'd better find out if this is just nerves. or something we need to take more seriously. Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate? Ambrosia won't help me here. Run like the wind. What the hell are you doing here?
What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
Fire and flame! Why were they here?
Good day to you.
The crystals we get from the tail are all but worthless.
Fast travel to Northreach and talk to the Dame, which progresses the Payback side quest, and then fast travel to the Dragon's Eyrie.
How the hell is anyone supposed to have Did you hear?
The gates to heaven.
I want to see you. It's all right.
What am I going to do without Sweetwater and Isle of
Go will want another stone.
To complete the Weird Science side quest, we have to take out Notorious Mark 13 out of 32, Bomb King, which can be found in a fallen ruin nearby, so follow me there.
Back to the stables, go.
This Notorious Mark counts as another regular enemy, which means we can stunlock it with Gouge and Ignition as long as it is not currently performing one of its moves. The only noteworthy attack is called Vitan, and has it spawn several copies of itself, which will start attacking you. They all go down with a single hit though, so just use Scarlet Cyclone, Upheaval, Lightning Rod or Ignition to quickly remove them. You could also just ignore them, as you technically just have to take out the main Bomb King. Afterwards, we want to pick up the Bomb Ash and then fast travel back to the hideaway.
Your reign is over. This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more. That should do it.
We now hand in the side quests A Bone to Pick and Blacksmith's Blues 2, both of which are required to unlock important quests later on. The latter quest also unlocks the recipe for Excalibur, which we can craft right away to increase our offense.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
What'd you need? What'd you want? Should last you a good while.
Now hand in the side quests Payback and Weird Science, the first of which unlocks Curiosity 4 out of 22, Sid's Goblet, and the second of which is required to unlock another side quest later on. It also increases our inventory space, which means we can now carry more potions at once.
I think Mid might need some help.
Next, we again want to follow the story markers, which end up leading us to Letney's Cleft.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
Open the abilities menu and master Upheaval so we can switch out Titan for Ramu, unless you still have to pick up the Untouchable trophy. Then master Limit Break. Just ignore what I do here. Mastering Rising Flames is completely pointless. We now make our way towards the Boklet markets. On the road we will come across the side quest Get Card. This is the first of 3 side quests which we will complete that do not directly work towards any trophies. But even after completing every required side quest, we will still be missing 75 renown, which means we will complete 3 side quests that are literally right on our path and take almost no time to complete.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today. Time to fight. So what do you think?
Be safe. We'd be lucky to make it out.
To complete this quest, we only have to interact with a card after clearing the following ambush. The ambush would take place either way, which means this side quest only takes roughly 30 seconds to complete. Once we are done, we will have another long section of following story markers. Eventually, we will also take out 3 waves of enemies, but none of those feature anything new, so I will see you when we are done with those.
That's them dealt with. Now, where's that cart?
Run like the wind.
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold, at least. The path continues on the other side.
The Boklab markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast. Fly, Ambrosia!
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
No. His Radiance has lost 1 capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside. His troops are well-trained and increasingly battle-hardened. But it's not as if we can wait for the siege to end. More refugees.
And they're all making for the Crystalline Dominion.
Because they don't know how to live without the Crystal's blessing. No need to ride from here.
There are no crystals here.
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
Let me carry your goods. Peaches and pears. Meats and meat.
He must be around here somewhere.
They're sweet as nectar.
I'll take the large one.
Go to the Crimson Caravans and ask for...
Let's keep an eye out for this red chocobo, then.
And the other on our purses.
And stops next to the check.
Out of my sight, wretch.
Jug of snake spit for the road?
Juicy pear.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
You should come with me.
All right, then. Questioning children. How hard can that be?
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
Caravan stops next to the checkpoint.
Come on, come on.
Let me carry your goods.
That's that, then.
She must have meant the refugee camp.
Let's hope he's still nearby.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
He can't have gone far. I need to find him before his employers do.
Laney's Cleft is to the south, past the camp.
No, you better not have scared any of my birds.
No use calling Ambrosia now. Run like the wind.
That's the one who's been sticking his nose in our business.
You should have minded your own. I doubt these were the ringleaders.
But at least we know we're on the right track.
We got company! That's the lot.
More foot soldiers.
Fewer now.
Fuck. It's that guard from Blockland.
After disposing of all the enemies, we can now fast travel back to Boklad and complete the request. This then lets us proceed into the major dungeon of this episode, the Crystalline Dominion.
Right then. Let's get this back to Goots.
And then it's on to the Dominion.
Out of my sight, wretch!
Come on, come on!
Caravan stops
Juicy
next.
pears! Slake your thirst without a crystal.
What?
For now, you can just follow me through the city as we take out the enemies along the way. Note that we will come across some more open sections where several groups of enemies are spread out over one area. I recommend running past all enemies first to get everyone's attention, and then using ignition to take out as many enemies at once as possible. On the way towards the tower, you will also come across 2 more Dragoon-type mini-bosses, which have no new moves, so just look out for their jumps.
Just hope he's alright.
You there! Identify yourself!
We have to.
Quickly! Cut them down!
There's no doubt about it. They're dragoons. What is this then? A civil war? Huh. Never thought I'd be glad to fall into a sewer.
What of the men and women in the market? The evacuation
There it is. The bell tower.
Right. Let's go.
Where in Brigger's name did you come from? Intruders! Defend the gates!
Here we get to fight another Avis, but this mini-boss too goes down like his brethren.
Nice try.
His Highness!
His name, none shall pass.
Enemies on the ramparts! Kill them!
The White Dragon boss plays out exactly like the Akashic Dragon we faced in episode 4. Instead of the cauterize move, this dragon now uses Emanation, which similarly just wastes some time, but leaves the dragon open afterwards. The same counts for its Dragon Dance move, which is different from the previous dragon, but works just like Emanation here. The dragon flies and is open afterwards. During this fight I also pick up the trophy, it's over 50,000, for dealing over 50,000 damage during one stagger. It is basically impossible to not pick this up over the course of this guide, as we will hit well over 150,000 per stagger later on, so do not worry about this. It is going to pop up sooner or later.
Get ready to move.
We are now roughly halfway through the dungeon, so follow me deeper inside as we come across another Lich and Undertaker, both of which pose no real threat. I will see you when we face the next boss.
Our own path.
Do you feel that, Clive?
Ether. Just what we need. Another flood.
It's already turned them.
Then there's no reason to hold back.
There must be a way to climb up.
We have to save him.
And we will. We just need to keep moving.
Them again! Not now!
What was that?
Bahamut. He'll kill us all.
And so should we.
Are those the council chambers? How are they still standing?
I don't know.
The Necrophobe is a new enemy type which we will only see one more time later on. For now, none of its moves are dangerous and the enemy is open after almost all attacks. Only some attacks will be followed up by it taking some distance before immediately swooping back in, after which it is open as well. Around 2/3 of its health, its HP gets capped until it has cast Elemental Dissonance. This move completely replenishes its posture bar and gives it access to a wide variety of elemental moves. It now has even more moves that can be punished afterwards. You can even sneak in abilities as the boss conjures spells, but don't get too greedy. Around half health, the boss will start charging Death, which, unsurprisingly, is a certain death move. This is avoided very easily, though, as this purple bar has very little health.
I don't want to know what that is. We have to end this right now.
Towards the end of the fight, this boss will perform dual casts, which means it will be open after 2 attacks instead of 1. But otherwise the fight stays pretty much the same. Just follow the story markers once you are done.
We might be able to get up through the building.
It's worth a try.
Quiet. There's someone up there.
Finally, we are up against the main boss of this episode, Bahamut. After a lengthy unskippable cutscene, we will be put into phase 1. I will see you then. During this phase we will alternate between playing as Ifrit and Phoenix. While we are playing as Ifrit, we have to wait for Bahamut to land before we can properly damage him. Spam ranged attacks in the meantime. Whenever Bahamut slams into the ground, it gives you an opening to land a few stronger physical attacks as well as an opportunity to use Brimstone. After dealing a bit of damage, another cutscene will play, during which we will learn our other ability called Spit Flare. This ability is a little stronger than Brimstone, but also takes longer to recharge. It can also be used at long range, which makes it very useful against Bahamut. Eventually, we will transition into the Phoenix sequence. During this part, we want to evade Bahamut's attacks by spamming R1 and deal damage with charged ranged attacks. That is done by holding triangle and releasing once we are fully charged, which is indicated by the Phoenix flaring up. This is an extremely annoying section since we manually have to avoid Bahamut's laser beams and mega flare attacks to not take massive damage. And we also have to manually aim our own laser beams while Bahamut constantly moves around. At least it is not very difficult. Keep in mind that should you drop to low health, you can heal up to 6 times by pressing right on the D-pad to use Firelight. Eventually Bahamut will start creating spheres that start shooting their own laser beams at you. Always prioritize those over Bahamut to make the fight more manageable.
founder.
Lastly, we are back to playing as Ifrit with the assistance of the Phoenix. This plays out like the first phase, only that Bahamut can now perform multiple slams before staying on the ground. Eventually he will cast Terra Flare, which requires you to take cover behind the Phoenix. This is actually a certain death move, as it will result in a game over if you do not take cover. Afterwards we can take out Bahamut with one more Spit Flare.
If you're sure.
Next up is the actual final boss of this chapter, Bahamut, again. This counts as a separate fight, and this second half is actually also eligible for the Damageless Boss trophy. We now play as Ifrit Risen. The Wildfire feat is replaced by Lightspeed, which simply lets us travel an even longer distance even more quickly. Do be careful when using this though, as Bahamut has a wide variety of ranged attacks and will often take some distance specifically to use these moves. Using Lightspeed carelessly will just end up with you diving straight into them. As for offense, we just spam square and use our abilities whenever possible. Of course you want to use Brimstone whenever you are close to Bahamut. Spitflare is a little bit more lenient, but while time slows down while you use it, It is still possible for Bahamut to escape its range if you use this ability as he is trying to get away. You do become invulnerable though, so a good opportunity to use it would be during one of his range attacks. Around 1/3 of health left, Bahamut will again start charging Terraflare, which once again is a certain death move, and has to be interrupted by attacking him. Finally, the only other dangerous move is Celestial Foundry. I actually defeat him here before he could use it, but it can be avoided by quickly using Lightspeed to position yourself behind Bahamut. Otherwise you will take some unavoidable damage. Taking out Bahamut will unlock the Twin Flames trophy, and ends this chapter and this episode. I will see you in the next one.